Remember when we checked? Huh? What's that? Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Is it...
Return to the skies! Return to the skies!
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her. Oh, what just happened? Wait, where did all these people come from? And what? True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still...
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I...
There's no going back if I report.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
I'm fine. Next, please. Delicious!
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone...
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that... Whoa!
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never... Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty...
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should... My name is Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Yumeku Ibaku? Hey, it's that little critter from...
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream. Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me, I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing. You should call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't... And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help.
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology. While you were inside my dream, I ate one of... I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down with...
So, Yumeku Ibaku can eat good dreams too?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone... But... Don't you feel horribly depressed? Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of...
It's probably because the Traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa Bathhouse. Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring a...
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there, too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I hope to see you as customers soon.
So she's a Yume Baku that eats bad dreams and a clinic? Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right?
Rev the engines!
Isa Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, it looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before.
Oh, are you here to visit the Isa Bathhouse?
Ooh! Oh,
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been...
your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you...
we have a VIP pass.
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a... Please, head on in.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello? I'll be right with you. Ah!
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself.
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now,
Why is she so panicky? Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
so Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business?
Did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task. bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure
Subtext being you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Shion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calmed. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually...
That's right. How we choose to appear, anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pack, I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the...
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yume Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free...
I take it you overheard Mr.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality...
Can't argue with that.
Of course. The only thing is psychological consult, so perhaps
Fine by Paimon. But,
she'll be fine. I know...
oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine.
food therapy? Oh,
All right then, please follow me. Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with... Before we begin, please take a seat on this chair. Before we begin... There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right? Are you trying to relax your neck muscles? Remind me to teach you the proper technique sometime. Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. Huh, that's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet. Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you. I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Careful. When you look a psychologist directly in the eyes, they can see every little thing you're thinking. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others. She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice. Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am. Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or up, and as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little...
How you getting along, Traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Pun?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed?
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a night.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide, but Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumekui Baku just, like, sneak into your brain and gulp down your...
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people...
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. How are you feeling, Traveler? Really? I still...
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Well, even if you've buried those feelings deep enough to hide them from yourself, you can't hide them from a trained psychologist. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment...
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better... Fine by me. As long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand. Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind...
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feel... You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't...
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer...
If you say so.
I think the Traveler's recovered from the therapy session now.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like...
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the...
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets. You could always invest in the Yae Publishing House, you know. Business is always booming.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular. Although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy service. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City.
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Who is this Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time,
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Then why don't we go instead? We can
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better...
Sure thing! Just leave this to us!
Show no mercy!
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Emura Ichigen.
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Sounds kinda therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence. Why don't we pass the time by talking to some of his other patients? It looks like there's a few of them
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also,
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up.
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from... Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case...
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible butt. He must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most, even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful, so you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he...
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like...
Go of your pain. Let go of your pain. Who are you?
here! It's almost time! That was a long wait. Paimon, all right. Now time for us to go meet Mr.
Get to work!
Oh, hello! We're number 97!
Yeah, sorry, the clinic...
What?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why.
We've been waiting!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solace.
Drat! We should have barged in after all! Yeah...
Yeah.
Full throttle!
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your...
Yep! At least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they...
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Emura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind...
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it...
Emura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something...
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh.
What is it? What about...
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, if he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issue. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Pub. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae...
Gee whiz! Where would you even start?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? You completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of other...
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for him. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know.
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy. But Mizuki isn't. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we... Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get...
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore.
There's no point hemming and hawing.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session.
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were...
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they... So, chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah! You Yume Kui Baku provide an unbeatable service. No
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Marissa, it looks like the Isa Bathhouse will be back in business.
Of course it did. You were a huge... Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time.
Oh, true! How could Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask her. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. As for where she goes and what she does during that time...
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check...
Try and stop me!
This should be the place. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, man.
Traveler?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next...
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the Don't worry. This isn't a dream.
Aw, what's up? Indigestion getting you down?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. So when I'm processing these emotions...
Does that happen to all Yume Kui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious... Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with... But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about. Letting your emotions out is one of the most...
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers... It even makes Paimon mad. You work so... Yes, they were led astray by some...
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad... Traveler, if I really could make you forget all... You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep.
Alright, good night!
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Rise with the sun!
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
It hurts.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest... Point being, no normal person should... Oh, this situation is dire.
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both.
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amo-
Lead the way.
Ugh. This is just my luck. Ugh.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but...
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you 2! Murasaki and Shion are sick!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but...
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad...
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although, Paimon can believe what they're saying. They don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares.
No. No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon.
Whoa!
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this!
The sea is too rough today.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmare. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were... You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirmed. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their...
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know...
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready.
Oh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a knight. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything...
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's...
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn!
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his...
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment. Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't...
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop... So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure... Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do, the last thing I want is for you to put yourself...
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down.
Paimon.
All right, sure. We'll keep our distance and send them...
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to get... 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are... Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! There's no time to lose! To the Grand Nerve...
Rev the engines!
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint.
Aha! So you...
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help.
Yeah, fair enough. We went to... Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently he...
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy...
Wait, what? Emira Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. Are you telling me that Emira the Hellraiser and Emira the Healer are the same?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it's certain...
All right, well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live...
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were...
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want, I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived.
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it.
mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That...
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and... So, this is where...
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of...
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right... So from here on out, stay close to me.
Mm-hmm, we'll be fine. You just...
All right, fine. I suppose...
The breeze is restless today.
Whoa. This is not... This is creepy. feels like there are loads of eyes staring.
Calm, yet repressed.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigen's...
Time to relax. Sweet dreams!
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Open fire!
Turn that frown upside down.
Cast your worries to the wind!
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some friends with you. Please.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so
Please, do not call me by that name anymore.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well.
Ugh, what is up with him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional... I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that...
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets...
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to this...
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. thanks to his cautiousness and diligence. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You called it...
Acknowledging that but if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You... How entertaining. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and you once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're in...
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen...
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has gained through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable, yet still...
So it is you.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekoi Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a...
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born ultimately. The fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our own. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him! time to relax.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick, after him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
Take me up!
Turn that frown upside down. Ha-ya! Ha-da! Hup. Sweet dreams!
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that
We've been completely cut off. That creature...
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's a...
Eat this nightmare? What is that?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to...
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so...
Be careful. Every time we draw near...
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Aw, poor guy.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep... Turn that frown upside down.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope, not here either.
Look, there's the light! What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, by isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, if we want to restore balance.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating that.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. Sorrow might just do the job, as long as it's kept in check.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Ugh! Mizuki!
It's all right. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more.
All right. There goes that night.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon...
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought up
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind.
Mizuki, that eye...
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down!
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach.
Sweet dream?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Come on. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
Time to relax.
Pyroclastic surge! Let's fly!
Chasing Tanuki through the woods. Thank you for lending us.
Sweet dreams!
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these sweet dreams?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find, which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute.
No problem. We're ready to go.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. Where I am.
Not yet, it isn't.
Locked on!
Now! Use the power of the good dreams!
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
Burn it down! Light up a blazing sun!
I must confess, I am somewhat...
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now, all the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain.
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability, but I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the This is the path to a revival.
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind... But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourself. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we... Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include... Without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live in...
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psycho... Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. So bitter, and yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more despair, caused by failure, regret, caused by missed opportunity. Oh, and after all these flavors comes sweetness, long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid the power that you have gained by processing every... The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist? was to try and help people become someone like you.
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got!
Take this! Bellowing thunder! Take this! Thunderclap!
Impossible! With just one person.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without—
Don't mention it!
You shall join my ancestors in death! You!
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his—
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just like the last time. Hold on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work. It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight. Mm-hmm. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think? If only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they've festered and turned into... As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones. And most happy dreams... Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams, which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Ibaku existed was to serve as... Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, still, after learning the principles of psychology, if we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmare. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even so. I must thank you. Because after meeting you, and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Rev the engines!
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important
Awesome! In that case, very important, Paimon.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope...
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move...
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happened. The gentleman who your fellow Yumekui Baku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help... Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have... Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been... An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji...
While that's all true, My main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise...
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. See...
It's not that I don't get upset. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it. Could we go over your past experiences when you have a moment? There's a lot of gaps in your
Oh, hello, little one. It's been a while since you last came to seek your...